Hi, I'm Minshall. I'm from Tgi Fridays in Sale, and this is actually called the Fairground attraction, and it's strict for the Master Bartender level. Now you can use a regular size card deck for this, but what I'm doing, obviously to show you, I'm using big cards. So it's a bit of a story, so what I'm going to do first, I'm going to show you the trick, and then I'm going to explain how it's done. Okay, I have 4 cards here, as you can very well see. So the actual story to this trick is that when I was a very, very small boy, I went to a fairground, and the guy at the fairground said, today I'm going to teach you a valuable lesson to never ever gamble. So he had 4 cards. He placed one card over here like this, and he then showed me the 3 he had left in his hand. 2 red cards and a black card. He placed the black card in between the 2 red cards like so. Not showing me that one, he closed these up. And then basically he went like this. All I want you to do is follow the black card. So then he opened it up and asked me where the black card was. Now, being an intelligent child at the time, I said it was in the middle. So he showed me the middle card. He said, no, it's the red card. He said, believe it or not, the black card you were looking for was over here. He says, I was actually cheating that time. I was actually using 3 red cards. I paused for a second. I said, that's amazing. He said, I'll tell you what, I'll give you one more try. So he placed the cards together, like so, and he placed one down. I said, right, same rule applies, I want you to follow the black card. But this time he gave me a bit more of a chance to find the black card by doing it face up. So he went 1, 2, 3. He closed them up, he said, right then, where's the black card? Now if you have 3 cards and the black card's in the middle, and you go 1, 2 and 3, automatically the black card's going to return to the middle. So I thought. He said, no guy, that is the red card. Believe it or not, the black card you were looking for was over here again. I said, that was amazing, he said. He said, he said, I'm actually cheating again, he said, because I'm using 3 red cards. So I said to the guy at the fairground, I said, that's amazing. I said, please show me again. He said, listen, he says, I'm going to do it very, very slowly for the final time and give you every opportunity to follow the black card. He had 4 cards like so. He showed me the 4 cards. He then placed one again over here. He then turned the cards over and showed me the black card. He then took the black card off the top of the 2 red cards and placed it in between the 2 red cards like so. He then showed them round, so I actually saw the black card going in between the 2 red ones. He then said, right then guy, he said, every opportunity to find the black card. So he went like this, he went like this, and he went like this. He then asked me where was the black card. Now, he's tricked me twice before, so I thought automatically it's going to be over here. So, I was a young child, I went with my instincts, and I said it was over here. He said, no guy, as you can see, it's the red card. Believe it or not, the black card was actually in the middle. But, as I said to you at the start of this trick, I'm going to teach you a very valuable lesson to never ever gamble, because I was actually using 3 black cards. In amazement I said, how do you do that? He said, it's easy, he said. It's a bit of a cheat because I'm actually using 2 of each. Fairground attraction. Okay, I'm going to explain now how you do this trick. Pretty complicated, but if you watch carefully, you'll be able to get the hang of it. As you can see, as I showed you at the end, I have 4 cards. 2 sets of 2, exactly the same cards. 2 black and 2 red. It's entirely up to you which one you want the guest to follow, whether it be the black card or the red card. Now then, at the start of the trick, I just sort of did a little shuffle and placed one over here. Now obviously it's the black card that I wanted you to follow, so I placed the black card, spare black card, over on the bar top like so, so the guest can't see. Which should leave me with the black card in between the 2 red. Now, what I did then, I closed them up so I know where the black card is, it's in the middle. Then I take the top card, which is obviously the red card, I place it underneath the 2, straighten them out. Then I place the second card, which is actually the black card, underneath the 2 again, straighten them out. And then what I do then is I take 2 cards, as if it looks like 1 card, and place them under just the 1 card. So it looks as if I'm doing the same move 3 times. Now, if I was to turn these over now, and spread them out and say where was the black card, automatically the guest thinks it's in the middle. But it's not. It's the red card. Okay, it gives the illusion of the black card being over here. What I'm actually left with is the 2 red cards and the black card on top. If I was to straighten these out, I take the 2 top ones off, show the king, and then actually slide the top card off, which is the black card, show the one in my left hand as the king, and then basically keep hold of this card, show that as the king. So the illusion is that I've actually got 3 red cards. I'll show you again. Take 2 off, slide the top one down, show that one's being a king, that one being a king. Basically do that same move again. You place the 2 now back on top of the pile. And then you remove the bottom card, which will be the other black 2. Don't show the guest. Same rule applies. The 2 goes in the middle of the 2 kings. This time you do it face up. Very, very similar to before. You take 1 card off, place it underneath, straighten them up. And instead of doing 1 card turnover as before, you take 2, place it underneath the king, straighten them up. You take another 2, place it under the king, straighten them up. And that will basically leave you in the same position with the black card on the bottom. Turn the cards over. Obviously the guest thinks that the 2 is actually in the middle, but it's not. It's the king. We all know where the 2 is by now. It's over here. Same thing again. Take 2 cards off the top, show it being the king. Slide the top one off again. King, king. By this time the guest should be pretty amused, pretty baffled. You then place the 2 back underneath. So basically what you're left with is the 2 kings and the 2 2s that are at the bottom. You then separate the cards like so. Now it's easier if I name these 1, 2, 3 and 4. If you take 2 and 4, just fan these out. Take 2 and 4 away, so you're left with 1 and 3 in one hand and 2 and 4 in the other. And you place 2 and 4 on top of 1 and 3. And then you take the top card off, which will be a red card, which obviously will leave you now with 2 black and a king. Now when on the final part of the trick, you do not show the card underneath the king, because the guest should realise or be illusioned that these are actually 2 kings. So you then take the 2 and place it, covering the bottom card in between the 2 cards. So the guest now thinks you have a 2, which is going to sit in between the 2 kings. You then spread the cards out like so, just 1, 2 and 3 on top of each other. Ask the guest where they think the 2 is. Obviously they're probably going to say here because it's dead simple, but you can go along with the story which I used and say you thought it was over here, which would be the king. Explain that obviously you've cheated, that you would have got it right if you chose the middle card, which would have been the 2. But as every lesson is with gambling, you can never be too sure, because you then do the same thing, 2 cards, slide it off again, which would be the king, black 2, black 2. Gives the illusion of them all being black 2s. Final part of the trick, just lay the cards down on the bar top, explain to the guest that you cheated, that you used 2 of each, and they can examine those cards. There's no bits of string, escaping gases, trapdoors, ferocious animals, and dangerous machinery, just regular 4 cards. Fairground attraction.